Okay, so good evening, friends. This is Santosh, and today I think it's Thursday, so it's working day. I know it's like whole day we are working, and finally we took out some time to come live along with Mr. Sri Sir here. And welcome Sri Sir into Facebook Live, and we are going to discuss about very important topic called engaging conversation with children. So before that, I would like to welcome Mr. Sri Sir here, and definitely would like to hear from him. Because like he's the discovery coach, he's life trainer coach also. So let us get into, and I would request to talk about himself. So please, sir, can you introduce yourself?
Thank you, Santosh. First of all, namaste, good evening, sat sri akal, and salam alaikum to all the friends who have joined us to watch this. Santosh has been very generous in saying all, discovery coach and all that. But first of all, I am a human being and I am a parent of two lovely daughters. I think that is what brought together you and me, Santosh. We are parents, raising children, and we are discussing this topic of how to have engaging conversation with children. I leave it to you.
Great,
How do
great,
you
sir.
want to proceed with the discussion?
Sure. So thank you so much for lovely introduction. Yeah, in fact, like he said, no, I'm also father of two kids, one daughter, one son, and yeah, I mean proud to be a father. And then definitely having a engaging conversation with children. It's very important topic because most of the time we always have that problem is like children are not listening to us. Why they are not listening us? Because we always you know uh, basically kind of we are giving them command, right? And command mostly people won't listen. Rather
Mm.
you give something called inspirational, something like inspire. When you inspire your children, that conversation will be completely different, right? So with that, definitely we'll come across the our main topic is called engaging conversation with children. So Teresa, I would like to hear from you, like what is basically engaging conversation, why we are calling engaging, like we always have the conversation definitely at our home, with our neighbors, with our colleagues, or office, wherever we go, right? We do conversation, but why it is engaging conversation? Why it came into this engaging conversation? Maybe you can light on this, sir.
Yeah, I mean, I too was finding it very hard to actually find a differentiation between what is a conversation and what is a engaging conversation. But if you look at just the English aspect of it, okay, there is something called talking. You just talk with the kids, and nobody in the world is sure whether they are listening, not listening, or they are responding, reacting. Okay, because it is like just telling them. You are just telling them. Talking is like you are telling them. Conversation is something, there is a response or a reaction. Like you just ask your kid, how was the school today? What did you learn today? Okay, and he gives some answer, and we don't, as a parent, maybe sometimes we don't probe further, asking what has happened. I came to realize engaging conversation is something like when a child is coming back from school. Okay, now you ask, okay, what about school today? How was the school? What did they teach? And what aspect of the class today, which was told by your teachers, what did you like? And why did you like it? Somebody says, I like this math trigonometry today. Or biology, they say photosynthesis today. So, okay, did you like it? Why did you like it? What made you like it? So you engage the child or the kid in your conversation. It goes. There is a purpose. You are trying to understand the kid as to what are his likes and dislikes and what is the reason that he has liked or didn't like it. And the parent is trying to put a purpose on this conversation. That is why I said ki engaging conversation is much more fruitful than a normal conversation.
Yeah, true. In fact, no, like I also, usually ask to my children when they come from school, so that they'll be engaging. Like I used to ask, what did you learn today? What all subjects were there, and what did you learn? So when we ask, what did you learn? They'll definitely going to talk about some subjects. In that subject, they're going to talk
Yes.
about the content out of it, right? So there's something called I'm asking. At the same time, they're also eager to answer it because they learned something today, right? So rather
Yes.
like instructing something true. So I think this is one of the key aspect of having this engaging conversation. But why it is important? I mean, why we do have this conversation, sir? I mean, we can simply ask and like and they reply. Is this something called engaging conversation, or it is more beyond that?
Like what the example just to share, Santosh, ki the moment your kid comes back from school, you ask how was the school, what did you learn? Okay, the question is, as a parent, where have I stopped asking him further? Where did I stop asking further? Okay,
Hmm.
like you are saying, how was the school? Okay, the kid has responded. What did you learn today? The kid has said. And did we take it further? Because the kid might be feeling, okay, I know the moment I go home, my dad
Yes,
and mom will ask these questions. So I tell them
yes,
I have, learned this. Why I
true.
say engaging is we need to understand the likes and dislikes of the kids with a conversation which goes much further. Like a small question. Every parent might want to question himself or herself on this. I know what is the color or what is the food which my child likes, right? But have you ever asked, why did you like that color? What
True.
are the reasons why you like the food? What are the reasons why you like the color? Similar can be the case why you don't like a specific food. Like my younger one is there. She said, I hate Karela. I
Hmm.
said,
Yeah.
why? Oh, it's bitter. I said, no, it might be bitter, but it has got lot of healthy aspects to it. Have you understood that? If I have stopped at that stage where I ask ki, okay, I know you don't like Karela, that is the end of conversation. But I
Yeah.
want to take it forward, trying to understand why she doesn't like it. And can I put something back over there saying, ki, okay, have you also understood the other aspect of Karela that it is very good for health? So I say the extension of a conversation where the parents and the kid engage themselves in finding out some meaningful outcome in this conversation. That is what I call engaging conversation.
Great. I think great, sir. Great way of explaining and then moving forward. Looks like a lot of friends joined our conversation, our live. Thank you so much, friends, joining us. Please say hi or
Thank you
hello,
all.
and so that we can recognize, we can welcome you in our live. Please say hi, and we can see you are present also in this live. So thank you so much for joining us, and yeah, please comment on hi, and if you have any questions we can ask, we can discuss, we can take it further on that level also to come across couple of points or nuggets if you want to have a couple of conversation. Thank you so much. So Nisim joined, looks like, yeah. Just you can see him, sir. Yeah, so he said hello.
Hi, Nishim.
Good. Yeah, great, good to have you. So, sir, I mean, the same point of view even I also have, because in this lockdown period, right, we found really good time to spend with our children, and usually we used to work, like day-to-day life, in office hours, and we used to spend a lot of time outside home than staying at home, right? So
Hmm.
earlier I was not finding much time to do the conversation, because I mean, if I got a chance to drop him, that time I can have little conversation, like uh, about are you ready with the school, or you're going to plan someday and all, right? But while coming back, I'll not be there most likely. So the conversation was missing earlier during before lockdown, but during this lockdown I really got a lot of time to spend with them, and I also spending there is also called quality time and quantity time. Most of the parents, they are confused with uh, what is quality time and what is quantity time. So can you please highlight on this topic, sir? That will be really great help, because I know many of the parents now they're staying at home, so how
Hmm.
they spend their time with children is very important aspect of it.
I think this is a $1 million question what you have raised. Not even question, it's a point of discussion. Even
Yeah.
sometimes I am confused. But here we should understand quantity time, quality time is only one difference. Like you are saying, COVID time, both the parents and the children are, due to the lockdown, they are at home. From morning since evening, we are together. But how much we have talked? Have we
Yes.
talked? Did we have a conversation? Or did we have an engaging conversation? Again, I go back to the same. because the time is available now. So what is that we are doing? जैसे आपने बोला quality time. Quality time is something where you make it a point ki, like you are saying, I went out to office at 9 o'clock. I came at 9 o'clock. Now child is about to sleep. So I will put aside my mobile. I will put aside my laptop. Try to spend the next 15 minutes with the kid talking something. That is quality time. But what has come out of that quality time you are spending with the kid? Have you understood a new aspect of your kid? Or did the child understand a new aspect of the parent? So this is the question. Like even today, I am not saying I'm an expert. What I am saying is it's a daily evolution. You keep evolving as a parent, because I remember the first time I had such an engaging conversation. I didn't even know that it was engaging conversation. But when I look back, when my elder daughter was telling me, I don't want to do engineering, I don't want to do medicine. Then that is the first time I actually sat with her, said, why you don't like engineering? Why you don't like medicine? What do you like? Why do you want to do that? Okay, then I said, okay, now if you want to do that, do you know any other course you want to do? Can you list down what is that you have understood in these three courses? Like she said, architecture, she said aeronautical, some 2, 3 items she has said. I said, just whatever information you have, write it down. Once she wrote it down, then the conversation went further. I said, do you want to test yourself? What is your aptitude in this? I am talking of when she was in 9th class,
Yes.
when I was in Chennai. Now she has finished her 12th and she is preparing for an entrance. I will tell you what she is preparing for.
True. Yeah.
When she actually challenged me, okay, you do the aptitude test. I am sure my aptitude test results will tell me that my mind is inclined towards this kind of a profession. I really did that. I had to do that in that when she was in 9th class. What came out as a top was architecture and interior design. That was precisely what she said earlier. Now she is
Wow.
preparing for that.
Yes.
So if I had not had this kind of a conversation, I just told you, no, engineering is better for you. Go and study engineering. Or she would have said something else. Okay, you want that course, you go and study, without actually asking her, putting her to this kind of conversation. Maybe things would have been different. That is what I said. That extension of a quality time in trying to get an outcome out of your conversation with your kid. That is, I still say that's an engaging conversation.
True, sir. So I mean, I can like put on highlights on it. Like, if you want to understand your children better, always have a engaging conversation. So that I think you can extract out of it that nuggets from the children itself, right? So that is really great insight about it. I think
I
many of the
remember, Santosh,
yeah.
I remember your kid being that young. He actually, reviewed a book, I believe. I saw that video.
Yes, sir.
So this is possible only when, you have this conversation. He has an opportunity to go through that book, and then encouraged him,
Yes.
and then he wanted to talk something. Then he has come out. So these are just real life example. I mean, most parents would
True.
actually go through these experiences.
Yeah, I mean, like when I believe strongly, when you go with the transformation in your life with the higher purpose, right? The reflection will be there at your home, each and every corner at your home, each and every people,
Mm.
those who are staying at your home. So I think we are coaches, we are trainer, and we know basically, like, I mean, how to start impacting from at home itself. And I really found this, transformation within my children, within my wife. And now they are like living to different, with a different mission, different purpose, and different passion altogether. So yeah, I mean, it happened. It happened. It's not one day. It took time, because when I started reading good books, positive books, and then children started following me. When I taking this journey into coaching industry, like, my daughter is like, she's very good in speaking since childhood. Wherever
Mm.
she studies so far, second, I mean, she studying the second class. During the preschool also, all the teachers used to say she's very good. She speak very good, right? I mean, having that command, because now she basically, like, actually, I wherever I go, right, wherever I connect with people, I usually, bring my family to meet them. They should know where I'm going, from whom I'm learning. So even I also, like, happen to chance to meet Rohini Munda along with my family. And I think that's where like my daughter got inspired from her. And every life, wherever we are connecting through life with the Rohini Mudra, she's coming, she's saying hello. What it means that she's modeling someone. See, in our life, basically, right, we are not modeling someone, and that is something like which change the perception, right? I mean, what we are, or to whom we are modeling, that is something called, you're living a life of different altogether, right? So this is all, because of this transformation happened within me, and this transformation also happening within my home also. So yeah, that is the reflection of my transformation, definitely is. Yeah, so really great,
Yeah,
sir.
when you
Like, I
said
mean,
when you
yeah,
yeah when you said modeling, the same point strikes me again.
true,
When the kid comes to you and says, "Ki modeling, this is my model, this is my role model." Okay,
true.
are you just saying, ki, "Oh, good, carry on"? Are you just saying that and leaving, or are you asking why is this so and so person is your model? Right?
Yes,
Like my
yes.
younger one. For my younger daughter, I have actually two lovely daughters. Now,
Wow.
intermediate second year and 10th both finished that. The
Mhm.
younger one likes, her model is Abdul Kalam,
Wow.
APJ Abdul Kalam.
Yes.
So when she said, ki, I sat with her, I asked her why. Then in the school, the students discuss with each other. The teachers tell something, ki, why he is great and all that. And you and I, not only you and I, millions of our Indians agree he was the people's president. And not only people's, very specifically children's president. He inspired a lot
Yes.
of children. Okay.
Yes.
And my kid has read all the books of Abdul Kalam.
Wow.
That's why I keep on going back and I tell the same point. Okay, don't stop at something. Ask conversations as a coach. Okay, it is about probing. As a
Yes.
parent, are you probing enough to get into that? Like that first small example I have taken. Okay, what is the color which your child likes? Every parent I know, whoever is in the call, they will say red, blue, green, yellow, VGR. Everybody, every parent knows. But how many parents have actually gone ahead and asked, why do you like that color?
Yes.
That will create an engaging conversation. The kid will say some reasons. Then the parents can go back and create a question out of those responses so that further responses will come from the child. This is what I call you build up. It is not easy. And I am also not an expert, right? I am not claiming to be an expert. I am also
True. True.
evolving. As the kids grow, the way you engage in a kid of fifth class or sixth class in a conversation, it is totally different when they enter the teens. There's a different challenge altogether.
Yes. 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 So I think having the conversation, engaging conversation, it not only you get to know, you'll also understand them. Basically children patterns also will understand them. I think a lot of friends also again joining and commenting also. Hey, uh, Rajendra Uncle ji, yeah, thank you so much joining, sir. He's Khusi's and father-in-law, and I mean he's
Okay.
always joining my life. So thank you so much and listening us and joining us every time. That is really pleasure for us and grateful. Uh, Friends, you can please comment, say hi, so that we can recognize you here. You're joining live here. I can see like a lot of people have joined. Thank you so much for joining. Uh, yeah, so Kusi also joined. Hello, Kusi. Great to have you here. And yeah,
Hello,
so
Kushi.
so so conversation goes on. Uh, like to understand children better, right? This engaging conversation is really required because as long as we do not, having this conversation, will not understand much. Just will maybe presume things. Like you said, like if only we say yeah, he likes red color or yellow color, that's what we just leave it with that particular
Correct.
thing. That is something called stopping ourselves to go inside why, right? Because why basically it a lot of values. In fact, like my next question, which is designed is called hello Rajendra Prasad, he also joined. Thank you so much for joining. uh, and yeah, good to see you, sir. Good to see you here. Yeah, he is also saying Sirius sir, long after long time. Great. And yeah,
Thank you,
so
Rahendra.
great. So like my point is here, like, yeah, we understood, like, okay, engaging conversation is required, and what are the, major factor of, like, one thing is we understand better way, will also help them to, understand their point of view. But yeah, again, I would like to deep dive more as a coach, you understand, right? Because not only in children, in fact, like outside the world also, to whom we speak with, like mostly we have like question answer kind of conversation, or just kind of gossip of conversation, there is no outcome out of it. So what kind of conversation you
Mm.
can, maybe enlighten on those topics, sir? That will be really great help for people.
Yeah, you touched upon. I would actually say parents are actually the natural coaches to children. Parents might not be coaches to anyone else. Parents can be natural coaches for the children when they start asking questions. Okay. I mean, when I go to the school, children's school, I tell the teachers, you are like second parents. However, we have to understand the teachers of the school are very, very restricted in terms of spending time with your child because they are handling 40 kids per section.
Yes.
40 kids per section. So their energy or their involvement or their contribution is limited to inculcating knowledge, inculcating the semantics of the subject which they are teaching, and a little bit of a behavioral pattern, how to behave, what is good manners, what is discipline. But as I say, everything starts from home. And I am saying it is not easy. It is not easy. Even today, even today, sometimes my kids react differently. What it requires, I will tell you. First, it requires a willingness to converse. That is first. A willingness to converse. I mean, a willingness to have a conversation from both sides. Okay. आप भी देखे होंगे, and I think most of the parents would have experienced. You go
Yeah.
and just tell, it cannot work out like, come, let's have a engaging conversation. It will not
Correct.
work with the children like
Yes,
that. It
yes,
will
yes.
not. Okay. And even if you are in a good mood, even if they are in a good mode, nowadays children don't want to be disturbed when they are seeing their mobile or when they are watching something, when they are talking with their friend, they don't want to get disturbed. Okay, we have to make constant and repeated attempts to actually get them come to you, or you go to them, find out some time, sit with them, and again, don't start it as a very formal thing. I miserably failed. I am accepting it. I have miserably failed whenever I go to my children and said, "Ki, come, let's have a serious discussion." No, it has not worked. They say, "Ki, get out."
Yes.
No, I don't mind
Yes,
accepting this live, but children say,
yes,
"You get out."
yes.
It will not work that way. It's only when a situation is happening at home, you catch hold of that situation based on
Mm.
the reaction of the child, you build up a conversation. It's all about experiences. It's not about, formal qualification and anything. It's about catch hold of the situation, link it, link it to the experience which the child is undergoing, and then you can strike a conversation. That is, at least I have experienced that.
True. I think I believe everyone having such kind of experiences nowadays, because when we, like, would like to have a conversation, uh, in fact, like intensely, right? I mean, uh,
Yeah.
I think it is not going to happen, right? I mean, it should be in flow. It should not be, kind of looks like, you are going to have it. It should be natural, right?
Yes.
So I think that's really great idea. Sir, Ravi Miriala also joined, and he's saying, really, both of you great doing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, he's my
So,
childhood friend and he
yes,
stays in
yeah.
Canada.
Wow, great, great. Good morning, Ravi sir. And Sak Mohsin also joined, and he's saying, hey, Sri Sanna, happy to see you. Uh,
Yeah, hi Sheikh Mutin.
hey, John, thank you so much for joining
Hi
us. And
John.
great, great. So, yeah, moving forward, right? The next thing, right? I mean, as we, talk about, engaging conversation, how to start, basically, right? Because it's nothing something, intensely. It should be always, coming inside, right? I mean, when you have that, basically, I would say that momentum, or maybe that particular moment you find
Yeah.
somewhere, and then you start engaging, having the conversation with that engagement, right? So that is something which is, if we do not know, we just, have start experiencing it. You will come across some situations where, you start having such kind of conversation, and it is a really great to have those kind of moment in your, at your home basically, right? So that's really great insight, sir.
I know this happened when I was at the time staying in Chennai. My kids were younger than what they are now. They were in some third and fourth, fifth standards at that time. Parents who have two kids will resonate with this example I am giving. Okay.
Yeah.
Generally, there is a fight between the siblings, which happens either, as an example, if I give, should we go for pizza or should we go for burger? Should we go to a hotel or should we go to a shopping mall? These kind of things happen. And it is very, very difficult for the parents to manage this, because the moment you take a decision, okay, we'll go for a pizza, the kid who is asking for a burger, she will say, you don't love me. You love only the other one. You don't love me.
Yes.
This happens. Parents get frustrated. They sometimes feel hurt. And is there ready-made, tailor-made solution? No. But when I started encountering this when they were children, I came up with a unique concept. I made both of them sit. Now you are asking, you had to go there, or you want to eat this and you want to eat this. I am unable to decide. Now you people decide. Okay. So how do we want to decide? Do you have any idea? I think if I remember, this was the first engaging conversation I had. And I am telling you very honestly, I never coined it as an engaging conversation at that time. Now, when I go back in my life, I realize, yes, that was the first fruitful engaging conversation. When I said, what is want to do? They came up with a lot of, then I said, okay, we'll do one thing. From now on, if there is a dispute between two of you, we'll go for a toss. Me and your mother will be impartial. Whoever wins the toss, whatever they are choosing, we will go there. I mean, they asked why this toss. When we discuss further how the toss works, the further they said, and I should thank God, for many years after that, there was no dispute, because always toss used to come in handy. If I hadn't had a conversation with them, why this toss, why I am doing this, they wouldn't have understood that. It's all happens in life, Santosh. I say life experiences make,
Yes.
evolve you into having those conversations. I think I
True.
saw a question by Nishim.
Yes. Yeah.
He is asking, is there a specific age of kid? There is no age.
Yeah.
No age. I think last year, 2019, last year, I am almost 49 now. My dad is around, he's 75 plus. We had an engaging conversation, because at that time, I have decided to quit my well-paying corporate job, because I wanted to do something. My passion was somewhere else. I wanted to become a coach. I wanted to become a life skills trainer. Almost 1 hour we were discussing. What is that you want to do? Are you okay? And as a right and truthful parent, the first question my dad asked was, okay, if you leave the job, how much money should I give you every month? At this age, he is asking. So there is no age. I think I more particularly, I think I have a little bit, if not fully, I have answered Nishim's question. There is no age,
True.
but at an early stage you start, because one thing we have to remember, Santosh, kids start gaining knowledge every year.
Yes.
Okay, it is the responsibility of the parents, okay, to inculcate wisdom.
Yeah.
Knowledge comes through studying, going, Googling, and all that. But wisdom comes from only parents.
Yes.
So how will they get wisdom? Wisdom comes from this kind of an engaging conversation.
Yes. True, sir. In fact, like, I would like to, add here. In fact, like when children born and started smiling, right? I mean, there
Mm.
also we do conversation, right? I mean, by eyes, by giving them a smile back, and they'll smile back too as well, right? So, I think start is, as Siri sir said, there is no ending is, and starting is, I said, like there's no starting is. The moment children are come to your house, I mean, you can start engaging with them. Either it could be voice, it could be smile, it could be your expression, doesn't matter, right? And I think we do all experiencing this particular thing, right? So great. So yeah, looks like Hogeshwar Rao sir also joined, and he's saying, yeah, good idea of toss
Hi,
when.
Bogeshwar Raoji. Thank you for joining.
Yeah. So I have question, sir, for you. Let's say, three times, you did toss, and same children has won that toss. So what will happen in that situation?
This is what I said. Very good question. I mean, first time, okay, the elder one won the toss. Second time, the younger one won the toss. So they thought it was even. Okay.
Yes.
But when you go and doing that, sometimes it so happens only the younger one starts winning the toss by way of
Yes.
probability.
Yeah. True.
The elder one thinks it is fixed.
Yes.
She says, no, no, no. You already told her to call tails and you have put tails.
Yes.
Okay. So at that point of time, I will not toss. I will give it to one of them.
Mhm.
Okay. Now you are saying, I have fixed it. Now you toss the coin. And at that time, we make the children, I made the children understand this is called probability. You will learn it when you reach your 8th class or 9th class in mathematics, you will learn it. But right now, you understand if you keep calling heads, only keep calling heads. At least every fourth time, you will win as per probability. So
Yes.
mentally, please be prepared. 3 times, it is not your wish. Fourth time, it will be your wish. And what wonderful thing happened, the toss stopped after 2 years.
Yeah.
The kids discussed among themselves, and they
Yes.
used to come with a unanimous proposal to me and my wife, saying, we have discussed, we have decided. Now, don't do that all the drama of task. Now we have decided you do this.
Yeah.
So this happens.
I think that is something called teenager, right? Mostly they're enough mature to understand each other, and they'll go. In fact, like in my home also, right? We usually eat a dinner together, like as a family, and especially dinner time, like we use chapati, and our children, basically one children will be sitting with papa, one children
Mm.
sitting with mama, and like there's no fight. No, one day one children will sit with me, other day the other children, like when they sit wrongly, they'll themselves, like they'll see, yesterday you said, today is my turn. So I think, I think that's how we have to balance, our especially when you have both children, one by one, right? I mean, there's no partiality, because for us, for a parent, like both children are equal. And yeah, I mean, we
Mm.
should, if any parents doing it, it's not good thing to encourage doing these things. Yeah, it has to be balanced. And because like for every parent, all children are the same, irrespective of whether what is their age, because like every children, right, even though there is age, doesn't matter, they equally love their parents, right? So parents also should give them same kind of priority, irrespective of what age they are, because most likely happen now, like when children grows, maybe in teenager, when children will be like still younger, we usually think, okay, hey, he's younger one, but no, it's not that correct way, as per my opinion, I would say. Every children, they require attention, every children they require, that affection, irrespective of their age, basically. And yeah, I mean, good to have that understanding, let them understand, uh, you know uh, with all the respect of these all things, because it matters, right? I mean, as a parent, we, when having this kind of not, I would not say partiality, but the differences which we make, it makes in their head, and which is growing, each and
Yeah.
every year, right? So we
Yeah,
always
but
give them.
Santosh, very good point you have said here. When the children are young, I mean 10 or 11, okay, it is easy to actually bring them back to normalcy, right? They will be, go sit somewhere, they are very angry with you. Papa, I don't love you. They will go, but after some time, they will come back and all that. Okay, but as the kids grow older, what I have understood, particularly as a parent of two teenage daughters, what I have understood is a long time of silence from the kids is an indication that you had to go and have some conversation with them. There is something going on in their mind. They are
Yeah.
hesitant. They don't know how to express it to you. Something happened. They want to tell somebody, they are not telling. It is more important for the parents, particularly for a teenage kids, to actually see if a long period of silence is going on from their side. It is actually the correct time to go and have this kind of an engaging conversation. That is where they start opening up. Why are you silent? No, 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 I am not in a good
Yes.
mood. Okay, okay. Should I come back after some time? Instead of asking that, why you are not in the good mood. Can I help you to
True.
come into good mood? Can you tell me what happened? No, I will not be able to tell you. Can you tell me why you are not able to tell me? This is what I am saying. When I say parent as a coach, particularly the moment kids enter teenage, they are like your friends. Okay.
True. Yeah.
And there are certain unfortunate examples of some people's, I know what children don't like. We took an example of food, we took an example of and all other that. But Santosh, I am sure your kids might be also saying ki, among the hundreds of relatives, they like particular relative, they don't like particular relative. They like particular teacher, they don't like particular teacher. They like particular friend, they don't like particular friend. In these cases of when they say ki, I don't like this relative, where there are meetings and all that, it is very important for the parents to ask them why they don't like. Okay, nowadays things are a little different than what they were when we were very young and we were children. Is the kid not liking that particular person because of some inappropriate behavior towards them? This is a very big question mark.
Yes.
Most parents say, ki, okay, my kid doesn't like that relative, therefore we don't go there. But there are occasions when everybody will meet. This is a question the parents have asked themselves, why the kid doesn't like this person. Is it some kind of a misbehavior, or is it kind of bad language or bad behavior they are exhibiting, which as a parent I am not telling my kids, but they are seeing that kind of bad behavior with them, therefore they don't like them. It's important to understand, then you can ask your kids, okay, stay away.
True. So I mean,
This helps.
yeah, knowing reason is very, very important. Yeah, knowing reason
Yeah.
is very important. Yeah. So I think these all things, I mean, like when we have this, in day life, I think every parents, right, they come across this kind of situations. In fact, yeah. I mean, how they talk also. Like many of the like relative, they just talk like in maybe harsh manner, something that there's no basically like empathy or something called like emotion, right?
Mm.
I mean, children are not liking them because like they just ask their name and what they are doing and all, right? I mean, unless until you do not have that emotion while talking with the children, especially, I think the connection cannot be established. I believe, right? And
Yeah, it can be a behavior, like you said, it
yeah,
is behavior, it is attitude, or
yes, yes,
sorry, it can be inappropriate touching of the children,
yeah,
which they
true.
don't like. We don't know, because that is also
True,
in
true.
nowadays
Yeah,
society, that
yeah,
is
yeah,
also very
yes.
important for parents to understand.
Yeah, I mean, this all like parent has to be
Yeah.
full watchful because I mean that is our responsibility, right? Because children are saying no to relative, definitely they have something in their mind, something going on, and we have to understand them. Yeah.
But how will you know this? The question is, how will a parent know this? It's a question to myself. It's a question to all parents. How will you know without having that kind of an engaging conversation? That is what we are talking right from the beginning, no, Santosh. Why
Yes,
we
true.
are putting that quotation marks for engaging is it is not just a talk or a normal conversation. Ki you want rice or chapati, you want brinjal or bendi. No, taking it further, then only this will happen. And there is no hard fast formula. It is no 5-step success or 7-step success.
True, true.
Every parent will keep on evolving, because I thought I was successful in having such conversation when they were studying 5th class, but they entered teenage. I had to go back and start from zero because I
Yes.
had to change myself.
Yeah, true. I mean, every day it's learning, as a parent also, because children are growing. We should also,
Yeah.
learn according to, how they're growing and all, right? So yeah, I mean, every day it won't be same. Every year it won't be same because every year the things are
Correct.
changing, right? So
Hmm.
yeah, we have to always, as a parent also, like we have to grow every day, like we, not by age, but by knowledge or, by how to, having this conversation with the children. So yeah, and we have to manage it also, like we have to balance it out also because mostly like parents think yeah, this is my way of doing it, but that thought has to be changed. And yeah, I mean, when you really having that kind of clarity, is that what you are looking into your children. It's very important aspect of having such kind of conversation, so that you'll understand your children, what they're going through it, in fact, in school or outside or friends, you know uh, they might hesitate to ask, tell you, but when you have that kind of emotional conversation, I would rather say, like engaging, I would say rather like emotional conversation. Emotionally, when you having that conversation like as a friend, or as a your whatever relationship you can call it, but the openness, the conversation which is happening from inside, there's no barrier in between, right? I am father, you're a daughter, or your son. No, there's no barrier in between. Just kind of that openness should be coming from the inside, right? I think all the insight will be come up when you start engaging that way. So yeah, I mean, that way I think every parent should do this, this kind of conversation, have that emotion with the children, because I believe that many time like we always try to fulfill their needs, fulfill their desire, and we think that is something called that is our duty, but which is something coming free is called having that emotion always with the children. And that's something is really very beautiful thing to connect more with your children. Yeah, so
Yeah, you rightly said. Getting that emotional connect is important, and when particularly when I am speaking with my children, or any parent is speaking with their children, I mean, the talk should not be like the parents are like scholars and the kids are just novices. They are trying to learn. No, at that particular age, we have to understand that kid might be thinking himself as more knowledgeable among his peers. That kid is thinking, yeah, I am good. Okay, and you might be seeing it in terms of his behavior, his attitude, his response. You are observing as a parent. Actually the kid is good. So you have to speak the language of the kid, not your language. I
yes,
cannot
true.
go to my kid and discuss about China's aggression in the Guam Valley, okay, or American strategy around world politics. No, they don't care. What is the child wanting? What is the language of the child? If I go and speak that, no, that connection I will be able to establish. See, again, when I took the example of school, I repeatedly say, Santosh, I believe this and I teach my children also. School is there to provide 90% literacy,
Yes, true.
10% education.
Yeah,
Whereas parents, it is 100% education.
education.
Everybody says some double PhD, triple PhD, oh, he's highly educated. No, I call him highly literate.
Yeah.
And if in front of that person, if I am going and walking out, and if my kid comes to me and says, okay, Daddy, there is a beggar sitting there, why don't you give him some food and water? My kid is more educated than that person.
True. Yeah.
Maybe low literacy rate, but very highly educated. This
Yes.
subtle difference parents have to realize. Parents are not there to give literacy. Parents are there to give education. And
Yes.
education comes from having an engaging conversation.
Yeah. I would call it values basically, right? I mean, value come from the
Yes,
home,
values.
from the parents here.
Yeah.
One good question, sir. Prem asked. Thank you, Prem, for joining us. Hey, Sajnu also joined, and she's saying like great experience to speaking like how we speak here as a
Hi,
collaboration.
Sajnu.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
hi, Prem.
Prem asked us questions like how to keep kids away from mobiles. So maybe you can maybe just
Can I ask the same question to Prem? How do you
yeah,
keep mobiles away from your children?
true.
It's a struggle. It's a struggle. You have to come up with something. You have to incentivize them to keep them away from mobile. There's no other way. There is no solution. Okay, but I will tell you what. One experience. Kids don't do what their parents tell them to do. Kids do what their parents do.
Yes,
Like
yes,
your example, your kid has read the books.
yeah,
Okay, my kids, my younger one, more particularly my younger one, she has read all the books written by Abdul Kalam,
wow,
and she has read entire series of that Sita, Ravan, Rama, that Amish book series. Okay, and the Warriors of Meluha and all. They see you doing something good. I mean, you are reading a book, you are reading a newspaper. They also start trying to do that. Okay. So as a parent, first you be away from mobile for a long time. They will also be away from mobile for a long time.
yes,
It's a catch 22.
true. True. I 100% agree, sir. Because when I always sit in a laptop or mobile, right? They'll do. They'll also try to do the same thing because it's reflection of what we do, right? So yeah, when I keep my mobile laptop, I'll say, hey, let's go and play something. They'll immediately come because they also love playing. When they more watching mobile and TV or laptop because they do not know what to do with the free time. So as it's parent responsibility to make them involve certain things, or maybe you ask them what you'd like to do. Maybe sometime children having some hobbies because of these all electronic gadget, they forget their hobbies. So to remind them, we have to basically tell them what you like to do in free time, and then they'll be also having that hobbies to pursue. Like my daughter, like she loves painting, right? I mean, when I asked her, like, hey, would you like to do painting? She said, yeah. I mean, she forgot because of the gadget, right? But when you remind her,
Yes.
that they'll go and they'll do those kind of activities. So I mean, or if you only say, hey, don't watch mobile, it is not going to happen.
And they'll, no, see, I to do a lot of experiments. That's what I am
Yes.
saying. I am also evolving as a parent because from
Yeah.
childhood now I am seeing them as, now if they are watching a movie, okay, give them time to watch the movie. But
Yes.
you put a condition after that, keep the mobile there. You come and tell me the story of the movie.
That's
And
really
then
good.
ask the question, why did you like the movie?
Hmm.
What are the good things you liked in the movie? What are the bad things in that movie? And when they say ki, these are the good things I liked in the movie, do you feel that have you learned something from these good things in this movie? There are two things which will happen. They will explain everything, you will have a wonderful conversation. Or second time, they will stop watching a movie because they will see it as a torture that you will go back and ask them the story of that movie. Any which way it happens, the same thing.
True. True.
Yeah.
Rajendra Uncle ji he's asking like PUBG is spoiling our kids. Can't our government ban it in Bharat? Uncle ji, I mean, I would not comment on that, but I would say, we have to understand our children, and we have to educate them. We have to basically, provide them environment where they'll have some purpose in their life. They have some, passion in their life, so that they'll not waste their time. Most of the people, like especially parents also, they do not have any purpose in their life, and they parent itself, they are very confused in their life, and their children also they same having the same reflection, and this just trying to kill their time using such kind of apps. So Bharat or India cannot ban all the things which is technology era. We cannot stop everything, but what I would say as a parent, what we can do as you basically talk to your children, maybe grow them in such a way they live with some purpose, they live with some passion. Like when they wake up or they do something, they know what they are trying to become, or they have the goal basically. So I would urge all the parents, those who are watching us, I would say, like there is always having called value in your home, which you can inculcate within yourself also, because you do not have value, you do not have any passion or purpose in your life. Definitely you cannot push your children, but when you have a
Exactly.
purpose, right, they'll also start resonating with you, and they'll also find there's some purpose or passion. I mean, I like, earlier I was not having with my children, and I was really sometime, I always have that kind of feeling, especially over weekend. I was not productive all the weekend, right? Earlier, nowadays, like every day I'm productive, but earlier I was not having productive every weekend. Sometime we used to have some friends or family or relative having a lunch together or eating together, dinner together, kind of spending some time. Spending time with the children, like as quantity or quality, both of things. But still, if you do not do something or watching movie or no, or I really start feeling that, hey, I'm just killing my time, just like wasting my time. And it happens with every human being. If you sit for a while, understand, right, what I have done for today. Everyone that have that feeling, only thing is they do not have any purpose to do with that time, right? And I believe when I change my things, when I change my purpose in my life, both of my children, they find their own purpose. My son wants to become a cricketer. My daughter, she wants to help enough people by teaching, coaching, or training, and that's how she's modeling Rohini Mundra, because she has written a book and she's coaching people. She likes the same thing, right? So there's something called, like as of now itself, I have given a purpose for in their life. And how it comes along with your reflection. It comes with, reading good books, and there's something called giving an environment for them, right? When you play all the games in your mobile, your children also find some game and they'll also play together. Or maybe they'll be also indulging more into mobile and such kind of games they'll find. And like, technology cannot stop. These all kinds of game cannot be stopped. Only we can stop our children is how we are raising them, how we are educating them, how we are giving them purpose in their life. Why it's very important aspect of what is your significance of your life. Maybe it looks like very spiritual, but no, like, when you have something in your life, right, you can easily resonate, and children also can resonate with you. So yeah, I mean,
Very well said,
I,
Santosh.
yeah,
I
I
fully
hope.
agree with what you are saying. I fully agree.
Thank
Children
you.
should be made to understand what they would like to become, why they would like to become like so.
So, Uncle Ji, thank you so much for bringing this question, because I'm so touched upon this kind of questions, because we always have that problem with, I think, every society, where every parents having this kind of complaint. Like, children are only playing mobile, or laptop, or whatever the games they are playing, only reason because they do not know what to do. And as a parent, this is our responsibility to tell them, to guide them, or to nurture them in such a way, so that they'll have something called productive things in their life, and they'll be involved. Trust, because I have seen this change in my children. Earlier, I was having purposeless life. Now I have a purpose. My children was not having any purpose. Now they have a purpose. Wife, earlier she was not, like, she was very, like, love to have a, housewife. She loves to take care of family, but she found her purpose, because it was there within her, but she never, I was always talking to her, like, kind of, what do you like to do, and she always says, no, I would like to, be a housewife, manage a family, and that is something called, her joyful things doing it. But later point of time, like, when Dipti Charia, thank you so much, Dipti Charia, like, when she launched her online course of singing, she found her passion within that. Hey, I love singing, but I don't get opportunity. I think every human being, something having in their, inner heart, which I think we are missing out. It's missed out because of the environment, because of the surrounding, because of the living where we live, or circumstances, we can say. But if
Hmm.
you little deep dive, right, you'll find all these inside. And you'll find within children also, every children has the unique potential within them. Only thing is, as a parent, you have to identify it. You have to understand their pattern. You have to understand their, what is inner strength for them. And that inner strength, if you'll talk about, right, they'll be also feeling that, yeah, there is also having connectivity. They're talking about my inner strength, because they can easily resonate, right? And you can easily understand the pattern. I'm also building my, courses around it. I'm also writing a book in it called Inner Parenting, and I'm just putting all the nuggets inside that. If you'll understand, read my book in coming future, going to be get more insight about this kind of things also. Very important aspect to understand your children pattern, their inner strength, and bring best out of it. And that's why we can give them, that purpose, mission, or passion within them, and they won't be deviated from this kind of PUBG and kind of games. I think, everything can be taken care by them, by itself. Sorry, I
Well
took a
said,
lot of
Santosh.
time. Yeah, a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
well said.
yeah.
Very well said. When you gave a very good example, Santosh, regarding these games on mobile. I there is again, I say ki as a parent, if you are a coach, what is the question you can go and ask? Like, the example, the question what you are answering about, they are always on mobile playing games. Okay. The point here is, you and me are no one to actually advise or counsel parents. We are not counselors, or we are not, advisors or trainers. Okay. But as a coach, what I can say is, as a parent, can I take the liberty and go and ask the kid who is playing games on the mobile, what is that you are playing? Okay. So it is keeping you engaged. You are playing that game. You like that game. Okay. Can you and me play a game which is equally intense and equally enjoyable? Keep that
Yes,
aside. Can both of us play some game?
yes, true.
Right? Sometimes it happens at my place also. That's what I am saying. I am not like a preacher today, Santosh. I am only just to share
True.
my life experiences.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Suddenly we decide, ki, okay, four of us we sit. We play, four of us, me, my wife, and two kids. We play carom together. We play cards together. We play some other game together. Okay. And trust me, that time there is a build up of 15 minutes when you start that game. The game continues. After the game, again, there is a 15 minutes of conversation which goes around the game, who played what. So at least that 1.5 hour, you are having some time with yourself where you are thrown away the mobile.
Yes.
Point here is to understand why a kid is getting hooked up to mobile and not coming out of it. He is enjoying mobile so much because there is no one else to talk. Okay,
True.
I think I see a question here. Kids
Yes.
don't want to talk to their parents.
Yeah.
Vijay Lakshmi Natarajan is asking. Okay, why the kids don't want to talk to the parents is, have the parents established themselves as not as parents but as friends.
Yeah.
I am sure she is addressing, as a kids means teenager. Teenagers always feel their kids should behave. Their parents should behave like friend. I recall my own example when I was studying. When I entered my intermediate, my dad once took me to the terrace, saying, "Ki, come, let's just walk on the terrace." And when we were walking, I don't know, suddenly what happened. He started talking about adolescence. Started talking about teenage, how the behavior is different, how your body develops differently, how you should actually get a sense of what is happening to you. I think that was wonderful. I never expected that would happen. And even today, I'm grateful to my father that he had that conversation. Otherwise, where I could have learned, I would have learned among my friends who would have had half-baked knowledge.
Yeah.
You learn from friends who have half-baked knowledge.
Yeah.
Better the parents. They, it's obvious, and teenagers are rebels. Okay. If you ask me a question, who was the greatest rebellion? Where is the greatest rebellion in the world? Where did it happen? Who is the best rebel in the world? I will say greatest rebellions happen in your home, and the greatest revolutionaries are your kids. You
Yes.
have to manage them.
Yeah. True. True. I mean, I also highlight these questions. Is something called like why they're playing a game, right? I mean, again, for everything, if you ask them why they're playing a game, because they have that feeling or pleasure. They get some pleasure out of it, right? And when you give them similar kind of pleasure, when or that happiness, with yourself, why they'll play game? Why they'll not come and play with you? You dance with them, mingle with them. What they like to do, you do also with them, right? And that's why I think the relationship or the connection is start establishing. And
Yeah.
like ultimately, see, whatever we do, irrespective of whether our parents or our children, why we do basically, because out of it we get something happiness. I never enjoyed the game because I always love my family, or you know love talking to people rather, or watching a movie, or spending time with the games. I always get irritated earlier also during my college days. I remember very very few days I played a game because I don't like playing game, because like just waste of time. Rather I speak to people, or play something. That is something called good way to spending my time. And in fact, my at home also, right, with the children, like obviously they always, as a parent, we can give them a schedule or ask them to make a schedule, how much time they want to spend their time with the TV or mobile or gadgets. I think in a day, 1 to 2 hours, I think more than sufficient. I'm not saying make them discipline or push them not to
Yeah.
do, but ask them there is schedule, right? And I think you involve with their schedule, with their activity every day. You'll be also engaging them, like in terms of what they are doing, and you also engaging with them to do or play something, because we stay at home nowadays in lockdown. You can also go and play with them sometime, right? They'll be also enjoying this moment, right? And we also parent has a as a parent also have to enjoy this moment. And that is something which is missing. That's why they're enjoying the game. Okay, so in fact, like Vijay Lakshmi, what she said, like there's no tackle. Only thing is you have to involve with your children 100% with emotion, and that will create that magic, not immediately, but down the line, 1 month, 2 months, it start creating that magic. Trust me,
Yeah,
it'll happen.
yeah, very good point, Santosh. If you look at it, nowadays we are talking of nuclear families, but earlier there were joint families. Now we are
Yes.
talking nuclear families. But if you look at our culture, if you look at the culture, what our Bharat or India is, we have the Panchatantra.
Yes.
Panchatantra is a way of telling stories to children. Okay. If you call a child and tell him, I am going to tell you 5 morals today, nobody will listen.
So
You create a story around it, you tell
yes,
the story, and ask the kid, what is that you have learned? What is the moral of this story? Okay. That was that engaging times. Somehow we lost our way. But
yeah,
it is nothing too late or nothing too far.
nothing.
We
Yeah,
can
nothing.
still do it. We can still, if people nowadays, with the technology and all sort of rationalistic questioning which has happened in the past 50 years, people will ask, did that lord go and do like this? Can he go on a swan? Can he go on something? Okay, happen. So you try to create a story around it. There are lot of values, lot of ethics, lot of morals. If you go back and look at all our scriptures, if you tell that as a scripture, kids might not listen. Create a story, put some modernity into it. Therefore, the model comes, the moral value of the story comes out from the kid itself.
Yes, true.
So that is how we keep on. Like you absolutely correctly pointed out, it won't happen overnight. Okay, and there is no guarantee that once it has started, it will continue, because again there is a phase of mind, age change. It happens. Therefore, again the same. You will keep coming back. You rediscover yourself. You have to discover what you want to do. You have to keep engaged with the children, because it is a circle of life. What I call. Keep
Yes,
on
true,
doing that. It's a circle of life.
true, true. Great, sir. I think we had really healthy discussion. I think we come across many points to discuss,
Or
and
did we overshoot our time?
yeah, yeah. I think just we
My
completed
God.
1 hour, 1 hour. So
So
yeah,
people are
still,
not people are not
yeah,
bored.
yeah. I mean, no, it was like no. I think it was also engaging conversation, right? So
Yes.
we also did the same thing here. So I mean, it's not bored. Even if in fact, like I don't feel it like it's crossed 1 hour, and we're still
Oh,
feeling like to go on. But yeah, there is always having time limitations. So yeah, we should wind up now. But it was really would like to like bring out couple of points here. Develop this relationship with the communication, with the proper conversation, or we can say
mm,
engaging conversation with your children, which really create that emotion connection within you. Have a
mm,
time, play with something with them what they like to play. I think all the games which you used to play outside, you can bring it at home. You can play it, football, cricket, badminton, anything you can play at home. Maybe it will be not that very aggressive way, but little bit. So that just engage, right? Engaging is more important. And something called playing with children is make you really great friend. Great friend you can make it. Only by saying it won't happen. By
it
doing
will
it
not
will happen.
happen.
Yeah, by doing it will happen. Action,
Yeah, you
action.
can, Santosh, you can, I mean, maybe if still somebody has any questions to ask, you can share my mail ID. I
Yes,
will
sure.
try to answer as much as possible.
Great,
Okay.
great.
Again, not as an expert, but by sharing my life experiences related to that question, what has happened in my life and with my kids, I don't mind sharing it. If it is going to be helpful for certain parents who have such kind of a query, I think I am blessed that I am able to, answer them, at least partially.
True, true, sir. True.
You can share my mail ID.
Yeah, I've said in the Facebook itself. So yeah, friends, parents, you can always have a look into it and then reach out to Sri sir, reach out to me if you need any help. Uh, anyway, I'm always available. I'm always reachable also. Okay, and great to help you. I mean, like that is something called which is coming from me. Like to help people at any point of time, any concern regarding parenting, regarding children relationship. I really love to help you guys all. So yeah, thank you so much, sir. Great talking
Thank
to you
you.
and great
Thank you.
conversation.
Thank you very much. Thank you to all the people who have joined our conversation. Good night and Shubhratri.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
very
Great,
much.
sir. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
joining us.
Yeah.
Great. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.